Same issue as before.
Yeah, it's still kicking me out. Oh, Discord's not even... Okay, there we go. Let's see if that works now. I'm just throwing myself into a empty server to see if it's working. But yeah, it's still not working. I will call my friend later tonight to see what else he can do about my console.
Right, stream seems to be working for now. I think it is just Phasmophobia that's causing issues. I'm not sure why that is. I have to sort this out as well.
Damn, that's a shame.
And we can look into other games as well. See what we have between ourselves that we can play on stream sometime.
What games do I have on here besides Minecraft?
I know you're not into Marvel Rivals, so we can skip over that one.
Let me see what's on Game Pass.
Oh. Actually, that is a good idea. Let me check what's on Game Pass as well. I know No Man's Sky is on there. I'm not sure if you played that before.
No Man's Sky, is that the one where you discover different planets and different species?
Yes. Like a survival crafting game.
I played it briefly on a friend's console.
It's a really good chill one. Especially if you like space and sci-fi and stuff. They like add so much to that fucking game. It's insane.
It's been so long since I've looked through my Game Pass store. I wouldn't mind like a semi-relaxing co-op game kind of thing.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking at. See if I can find anything.
I'm going to pre-install the new Ninja Gaiden game as soon as it comes to Game Pass, because I'm assuming it'll come to Game Pass.
Eventually, yeah.
What is that? I'm so sad we can't do ESO together. That would be so good if we could.
I would have been down for that. Games are on. I filter by multiplayer games. It does annoy me that Game Pass has games that leave it as well. Like, this is why I don't like streaming services. What if I'm balls deep in something and it's gone the next day?
Yeah, it did that with my favorite game, Coffee Talks. And as I was about to reach the end, I couldn't go on it anymore, and I was like, why? And it got taken off. And then my comfort game was just Tetris. I love Tetris, and I got taken off.
I mean, it's a classic for a reason.
I love just like I have a separate phone that doesn't have a SIM card in, and it has Solitaire, it has Tetris. I love it so much.
Games like that are really easy to get into like a flow state for, though, right?
Hmm.
Just completely turn your brain off and vibe with it.
Background YouTube on, and just playing solitaire or Tetris for hours. I'm not actually seeing many games on Game Pass that I would play.
I'm not seeing many multiplayer ones. I know they've got the Halo stuff on there, like the Master Chief Collection that you can play co-op.
There's also Minecraft, but I don't know if you're too into Minecraft.
Will that be the Bedrock version or the thingy Java one?
Unfortunately, it would be Bedrock.
That's fine, because Bedrock you can play that with a controller, so I'm fine with that one. I can't use keyboard and mouse, and that's what the Java version has.
I'm not good with Java. I don't understand Java the same way a lot of PC players normally do.
I know people love it because you can put loads of like mods and shit on it.
The thing is, you can now mod Bedrock. Unfortunately, you have to pay per add-on compared to like.
Oh
Java,
yeah,
where
they
you would just
microtransaction the shit out of that.
It's the same with Minecraft skins. Everything is around about £2, £3, £4.
I wonder why Elder Scrolls Online isn't crossplay. It's something you'd think they'd want to put in, right? Especially since it's an MMO.
It's a comfort game for me because there are days where I want to do combat, and then there's days where I really just want to just ride my horse around and do little things here and there.
Oh no, I think the 8-ball has been designed to always lie, because I don't think it's ever told the truth.
I have to delete 3 games to update Elder Scrolls Online. Oh man, I should really uninstall Apex Legends.
That would be self-care.
I haven't played in like a year. And oh my god, my mental health. It's so good.
Yeah, whenever I play Marvel Rivals, I always make sure the voice chat is turned off.
Oh my goodness, I was playing this game called Fragpunk with my friends.
Yeah.
And Fragpunk is essentially Valorant without the Valorant people.
Okay.
And I had the highest kills on my team. No, I had the highest kills out of both teams. And I was getting clutches. I was doing the best, and my friends acknowledged that I was doing the best at that moment in the game.
They've got Overcooked on Game Pass if you've ever played that.
They got what?
Overcooked.
Oh my god, I have that! I've got Overcooked 2 and Overcooked All You Can Eat.
I have both of those as well.
We could do All You Can Eat because that's the crossplay one.
Yeah, that's the one that's got all of the maps as well. That is one. Okay, that's one we can put on the menu.
Overcooked is one of my favorite games. But as I was playing Fragpunk, there was this guy who had 2 kills after like 6 rounds.
And
I had the converter. And this guy wanted the converter. And he started being like, give me the converter. I know how to do the plant. And I'm not, and none of us are in game chat, but we just have game chat turned on so we can hear it.
Yeah.
And he's like, learn how to use a microphone, buy an actual headset, and learn to communicate. Give me the converter. And so I look at him, and I'm shaking my head in game. And he's like, stupid woman. This is why women shouldn't play games. Give me the converter. You don't even know how to play this game. Again, I have like the highest kills out of both teams. And he just keeps going on and on. So all of my friends, they're all guys, and they all go into game chat, and they're just going, oh, like non-stop in chat to get him to shut up.
I appreciate it, James. I believe I've got the right one. It should be Scarlet Rose Cosplay on YouTube. I'm currently with right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got you a new sub, James the Catboy.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Yeah. She puts on a lot of cosplay vlog stuff on the Scarlet Rose Cosplay YouTube channel. I think I got the right channel there. Fake fan, I know.
I'm pretty sure everything I have is Scarlet Rose cosplay.
Yeah.
Apart from my Twitch, that's Scarlet Rose Gaming.
Right. Do you want to know how fucking terrible I am on games like that, though? How mean I can be. So me and my friend May, we were playing Marvel Rivals, and I was playing Winter Soldier, right? And some guy in chat was like, please can I play Winter Soldier? And I thought, do you know what would be really funny? If me and May both go back to spawn, and I let go of Winter Soldier and she takes him.
Oh my goodness.
So we did that. And then the guy was like, Maymo, please, can I have Winter Soldier? And she told him to beg. And then he just stopped responding and carried on playing. That's why she doesn't even play Winter Soldier. She had no idea what she was doing. We just wanted to see if he would beg for it, because he was genuinely like filling up the entire chat saying, please let me have Winter Soldier.
Oh my goodness.
But like beg first.
I mainly played support characters when I did play Marvel Rivals, but
Oh, you're a bottom.
couldn't get it.
It's true. That's how you identify bottoms.
What about my Overwatch vote?
Who do you main on Overwatch?
I am a tank main.
Okay, so you sometimes, to be fair, that's being a power bottom though, isn't it?
So I'm an all-rounder, but I predominantly play tank. And truthfully, the nicest people I've ever met have been from Overwatch.
Valid. There are very genuinely nice people. I know a lot of people who play Overwatch a lot, and they are quite decent people.
The girls that I've gone to concerts with this year, beautiful, beautiful women. I met them on Overwatch last year.
Oh,
I'm
really?
heading over to their house next. I'm traveling down the country next week to have a joint birthday with them. We met on Overwatch last year and we are best friends. We've gone to 2 concerts.
That's actually really fucking cool.
And I think it was like 4 months after meeting on Overwatch, they were like, oh, we work at a bar and we're doing a Halloween thing. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna come down. So we organized it. So I came down to see them 4 months after playing games with them. Stayed in their house and we've been best friends ever since.
Well, that's actually really wholesome.
I love them so much. I love my friend group. I love them. And they introduced me to their friends and they introduced me to their community. And it's just, I love it. One thing my friends do find funny is I never get angry at games. I will get like annoyed if we're like on a losing trend. But that's like it. I'll never get angry or anything like that. But even when we're losing, I could just have like one person on my team who came back for heals or says hello to me in spawn, and I'm like, we've lost, but I love this person so much. I'm going to marry them. They're the best teammate.
You play a lot of Dead or Alive, right? Are you any good at like fighting games in general, or do you just play it for the lore and the jiggle physics?
Not the jiggle physics.
I know.
Okay, so I tried playing Street Fighter, different kinds of Street Fighter games, and when I last went to Insomnia, not the most recent one, but the time before that, a Tekken game came out.
Yeah, Tekken 8. Yeah.
So I played that, and I don't know if it's just because I didn't understand the combos, but I wasn't that good at fighting back.
Would you ever be down for learning a fighting game?
I would absolutely be down.
Because there's a free one, I think. If you check on Xbox, it's called Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising. There's a free version you can play on that. And it's crossplay, and I'm more than happy to help you become a fucking badass fighting game god.
Oh, hell yeah. Because with every fighting game, you get the basic premise of block, punch, kick, move back, move forward. So I had that going for me. But I think there's just something about because
this one is
played,
one I think is really simple and more easy to get into, and I think you'd be quite good at this one. And the art style's fucking great. If you look it up on the Xbox store, it should be Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising, and there's a free version you can download.
Grand Blue Fantasy. No results? What do you mean no results?
Do Grand Blue without a D, so it's GRANBLUE.
Ah. But yeah, because I played 90% of the Dead or Alive games that I could get, a lot of the combos that eventually was implemented, they kind of have the same combos. So eventually, over time, I just learned for like each game.
Yeah, the thing with fighting games is it's like a universal language across them. So like once you know the basics of one, you can learn the basics of any of them. That's why I think you genuinely would be quite good at them if you actually sat down and properly learned the ins and outs.
Why is it not showing up for me?
Is it not on Xbox? It should be. Hang on, let me double check.
Why does this always happen?
Not on Xbox, no. It's on literally everything apart from Xbox.
Don't say it's on PlayStation 2.
It's on PS4, PS5, Windows. I think it might even become the Switch too.
None of the Dead or Alive games are cross-play either, from what I saw.
No. Oh, damn you, that was a free-to-play one as well. I could have gotten you into that one.
Ah, man.
Right, let's keep looking for stuff. I'm gonna keep looking.
Oh my goodness. Dead or Alive 4 on the Xbox again. A classic. That was the very first Dead or Alive game I ever played. That's
if you want to yap about Dead or Alive for a bit, I'm more than happy to let you go off the rails.
Because the very first game I played was Dead or Alive 4.
Uh-huh.
But when I got Dead or Alive 4, it was the good old days of going to Granger game and getting free games for £10. Oh, I loved that time so much. And I remember getting Dead or Alive, Final Fantasy, and was it Arkham Knight that I got?
Oh, Arkham Knight was so fucking good.
Like, just the 360. Oh my god, I was obsessed with just every game I got. I never really picked up Final Fantasy, but with Dead or Alive, I was so enticed by it. And it was the cutscenes and also the fighting, but it was the ending scenes that made me realize that each character has their own backstory and lore.
Mm-hmm.
And with Alpha 152, which is the main boss, because I only played Dead or Alive 4, all I knew was Alpha 152 was a clone of Kasumi. I never actually knew why Kasumi had a clone. I didn't know anything about Doek Tech, Helena, why the ninjas are here, but why there's a Dead or Alive tournament. So I played through Dead or Alive 5 because that was the most accessible game I could get. And I got that for the PS3 and
yeah, it would be
for
that,
PS4. And so I got a PS3 first, played through that, and that focuses so heavily on story. So heavily on story. And then I got Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate for the PS4. And I was like, this is amazing. I can't wait for Dead or Alive 6. And there was a good, few years. I played Dead or Alive 5 when I was in high school. I got Dead or Alive 6 during lockdown. So there was a pretty big time gap. So between then, I went to this convention called Play Expo.
Oh, I know the one,
It was a retro gaming convention. And I was looking around and I saw Dead or Alive Dimensions for the 3DS. And I went on this massive lore dump to the guy behind the stall about how much Dead or Alive means to me. And I was cosplaying Kasumi as well. And he was just like, you know what? You could just have the game. I was like, no, I'll pay for it. I'm just really excited. I'll pay for it. Because he was only charging like £13 for it. And to me, like, I've never seen another Dead or Alive game available for me to buy. So I was fully prepared to pay for it. And he was like, no, you are passionate. You love this game. You can just have it. And I was like, okay. So I
Did you even have a 3DS at the time?
I did not. My brother did, bro.
I didn't think you did.
But then I saw he had Dead or Alive free for the Xbox original.
The original Xbox, yeah.
And so I got that and I paid for that. And then I saw he had Dead or Alive 2 for the PS2. And as I bought all of these games, I'm walking around and I was like, oh, you can just play games here. So I go up to the guy who was working in the area and I was like, hey, can I bought this game from this convention. Can I test it out here? And he was like, absolutely. I'm getting a phone call. Hang on a second.
That's not part of the story. They are actually just getting a phone call right now. In case anyone was confused. I'm just currently looking at more games. I think I've got a few more ideas actually, but I'll see how it goes. I'm just going through my yeah, extreme bored, and I don't know, Connor. I don't think you can put yourself in twice in a row like that. Right, here we go. Let me put that one down.
I have returned.
Welcome back. I just clarified to everyone that phone call was not part of the story you were telling.
I just got a phone call from the Michael Jordan. My grandfather is called Michael Jordan.
I'm a big fan of his work.
So dearly. Michael Jordan, the OG Michael Jordan, before Michael Jordan was famous. He's coming over. He knows that we've been streaming. And he was like, I'm really sorry. I know that I'm interrupting the stream right now. And I was like, no, it's okay. And he went, do you want to go out for a drink? It's really warm and I want to go for a drink. And I was like, okay. Yeah, we can go for a drink. I don't know what it is about Dead or Alive. I don't actually know if it's the lore of the characters. I remember falling in love with Kokoro. But then realizing Kokoro's mother has so much lore in the story as well. I need to know what happens with Kokoro's mother, but I hate Dead or Alive 6. I cannot stand Dead or Alive 6.
Why do you hate it? I don't think you've ever told me that.
So, most of Dead or Alive games play the same, which is you pick a character, you fight, do a couple fights, cutscene, do a couple fights, ended scene. Then you go to the next character. But Dead or Alive 5, it does it in a storyline way, and it goes up, right, down, right, up. And so, technically, going left to right, that's the timeline. But you're going up and down to see each individual's character during each timeline.
Okay.
So you get the whole story and realizing this was happened during this. And then we move on to the next section and stuff like that. Dead or Alive 6 doesn't have that. So Dead or Alive 5 takes you on that. Okay, we're going to go this one, and then we're going to go over here, and then we're going to see what happened during that time. Dead or Alive 5 directs you into the direction you're going.
Okay.
Dead or Alive 6, although continues the story, and I'm assuming goes more in depth into the story based on the first few scenes I played, but they've just thrown in new characters. Now, they will go into detail about these characters. I'm aware they will. But the way the storyline plays out is you can pick and choose which chapter you play next. So after you've done one chapter, 7 or 8 chapters unlock. And you can pick which one you play. But they're all different jumbled timelines that you could pick one that makes no sense or has no correlation and then go back and it still makes no sense to have no correlation. And then you'll go to one and you're like, okay, so that lines up with that, but where does this one go? Where are we? What time is this? Did this happen here? It doesn't have a fluid way of telling the story.
Okay, I'm guessing that really pissed you off.
Yeah. I will go back to it at some point, but I played the game for like a few moments and then I was like, I'm lost.
Lucy, how willing would you be to learn to play Yu-Gi-Oh?
To play Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah.
It took me 3 months to learn the basics of Magic. Oh no, Yu-Gi-Oh is a big commitment. It took me 4 months to learn Vanguard, and no one plays Vanguard anymore. Wait, is Vanguard still a thing?
I can't fight Vanguard. I'm not sure if it is. I think it might have gone under.
Oh, I had so many Fairy Tail Vanguard cards.
So I know before Vanguard, it was Weiss Schwarz was a separate anime card game, but I think that went under before.
Both
and then
of
Vanguard
those
took
were
its place.
so
I think
cute.
Vanguard might still be going, but I'm not sure if anyone plays it.
Ah.
So I just look at my Steam library and I've got
collected-
Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and I know that's definitely cross-player and multiplayer. And free.
Ooh. Unfortunately, I will have to go in 15 minutes as my grandfather
Oh no, that's
misses
absolutely
me.
fine. We can yap for like 15 minutes and then we'll call it then. We'll plan something else next time. Maybe some Overcooked.
Mm-hmm. If we do Overcooked, how would you feel if I brought in a friend who would also help with Overcooked?
Are they hot? I'll prep the cup
My
chair.
friend, when playing Overcooked, every now and again we'll be playing, and we take our roles kind of like, yes, chef, or like,
oh, you gotta
play like. One person will do like, for example, the tortillas. One person cooks the meat. One person cooks the rice.
You gotta be efficient. I'm like a perfectionist. I always get 3 stars in every single level. I will not move on to the next one if we got on 3 stars. But then again, I'm also very cocky. I'm like, alright, cool, we've got enough points. I'm gonna start throwing all of the food at you now.
I was gonna say, because one of my friends like, can we have order in the kitchen? Please stay in your lane. Or you know how they have the conveyor belt and you have to walk in the direction of the conveyor belt? I would purposely just go like, this conveyor belt's closest to me. I'm just gonna speed along that. And he's like, we have a system for a reason. It's so funny.
Overcooked is always a great time.
I love Overcooked. It's so chaotic. Honestly, the reason I like games like Minecraft and Elder Scrolls as well is I wish we could play Elder Scrolls, because like, imagine we riding our mounts together, doing little jobs together, going around, and you would appreciate this a lot. My home, the place where I reside, the place where I've done every quest, the place that I love and feel adopted in, is Northern Elsewhere.
Not a whole house, it's a whole home.
Exactly! Elsewhere feels like home. Every time I talk to the Khajiits that I was doing for the quest, the main quest in Elsewhere, sometimes Khajiits, and Argonians do this too, they talk so motherly. They treat you as your own kin kind of thing. Like, unless obviously you do them wrong, then it'll fuck you up.
Yeah, of course.
But if you do right by the Khajiit, they will treat you with the utmost respect. So where, years back, Elder Scrolls Online is the 2nd era.
Yeah.
And Skyrim is the 4th era.
Yes. No, Skyrim is 5th era.
What suddenly... 5th era. But what suddenly made ESO not canon anymore?
Was it the dragons being introduced? Or something?
So that was pretty recent then. how would the dragons being introduced affect the lore of Elder
Because
Scrolls?
dragons weren't a thing until Skyrim. Because before that, I think they were only in the first era. Let me double check.
Oh, okay.
Connor Worlds.
Oh, we got Donald
ask
Trump.
me, do you think that a person who gets rich
Oh.
by being given $400 million?
Because as
by
far
their
as I
dad
was
and then
aware,
manages to go
Elder
bankrupt,
Scrolls was
not
the
once,
canon
not
second
thrice,
era
but 6
of
times,
Tamriel.
deserves to be wealthy?
That's what I
and
was
the
thinking.
President of the United States? Surely not. Look, Connor Worlds, I got the best.
But then I
news for you.
heard someone be like,
Tremendous
even though Elder
My
Scrolls
dad gave me a
Online
small
isn't
loan.
canon anymore, I
Okay,
still love
but
the
I
lore.
turned
And I was
it
like, what
into
do you mean it's not
billions. Connor Worlds, I got the best
But then I
news for you.
heard someone
Tremendous
be like,
news.
even though Elder
My
Scrolls
dad gave me a
Online
small
isn't
loan.
canon anymore, I
Okay,
still love
but
the
I
lore. And I was
turned
like,
it
what do
into
you mean it's not
billions
canon
with my
anymore?
genius.
What do you mean?
Bankruptcies?
What
Just smart
happened?
strategy, believe me. Nobody knows business like me, not with my tiny hands.
I mean, technically, it could be considered canon because of the... You know what the Dragon Break is?
Yeah.
So at the end of Daggerfall, because Daggerfall had so many different endings, they decided that all the timelines happened at the same time. So everything was canon, so there's multiple timelines that just happened to converge at one point before Morrowind.
Ah.
So you could still technically
was
consider
younger-
it canon because it happened before the Dragon Break, but...
See, I played Morrowind when I was younger. But
Mhm.
when I was younger, I was doing a lot of skipping text. And I remember, like, little young me just being like, okay, wait, where am I supposed to go? That used
Yeah,
to happen
Morrowind was the
all
first
time.
Elder Scrolls game
And I
I
tried
played,
to-
though, but I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah. And then I tried to play it again last year. And I'm like, okay, reading is important because I'm not going to know where I'm going otherwise. I learned that from when I was younger. So I'm reading and I'm reading and I'm rereading. And I'm like, hang on. And I'm going back and I'm reading. And I go, hang on. I'm dyslexic. Paragraphs. And I kept reading like the same 3 lines over and over again and not progressing. And I'm like, what's going on? I don't understand.
Okay, from what I can see, Elder Scrolls Online technically is canon, but don't expect them to ever mention any of it in the future games.
Ah, man.
Because if they do, it will open up a lot of plot holes.
I will say it was Elder Scrolls Online that made me love Vivek. But then after hearing about the Morrowind lore, it
Yeah.
was the other living god, the female living god, that was like, I kind of like her. She's kind of,
A baddie.
But I still love Vivek in ESO.
Do you know, there's a hotel in Turkey, right? I've got a statue of the Daedric Prince Azora just right next to it.
Legit?
Not even joking, hang on. I'll send you a picture on Discord. It's a deluxe resort, right, in Turkey. And you'll look at it and you realize, hang on, that's just Azora from Skyrim.
Oh my god, the sun and the moon as well? That is just Azura.
Someone just 3D printed the game's like in-game model.
Speaking of Azura, I really, really want a kind of crossover tattoo. I want an Azura tattoo, but instead of Azura, it's Ahsoka Tano holding the
that
sun
would be
and the
so
moon, but
cool.
wearing Azura's robes. Because obviously in the Clone Wars, you see the light side and the dark side.
Yeah.
And that's like with the sun and the moon in Azura's hand, could work really well with Ahsoka in the middle.
Did you watch the Ahsoka series on Disney Plus?
I did, and I have controversial takes.
Oh, go on, hit me with them.
I don't like that Sabine is fucking... Right, listen. Oh, okay.
Oh, being so sensitive.
Sabine is one of the most hot-headed characters I know. She is the most rash characters. She she's a Mandalorian. She thinks like a Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And of course, yeah, I guess a Mandalorian can be force sensitive. Absolutely. But Sabine, and I understand that the Jedi ways are old, and the whole point of the movies was to be like, hey,
Let go of the past.
you don't
yeah.
have to follow all of these. Like, Luke's doing pretty well drinking his blue tip milk. But, like, it just makes no sense to me how Sabine is able to connect with the Force that way. Like, she understands the Force, she's seen the Force, she knows the Force. But for her to wield the Force, obviously in the show, you see her get annoyed, she fails, she gets angry, she can't do it, and then she can do it, and I'm just like, I don't understand why she doesn't marry Sue in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the idea. I feel like Sabine should have just been the most amazing Mandalorian that she is. And that should have been her thing.
That is a very controversial take. Because I know people love... Though, to be fair, I can see why people would be conflicted on it as well.
I understand everyone's very much... Because I loved Sabine from day one. The moment I saw Sabine, I wanted to cosplay Sabine. And I still want to cosplay Sabine.
I think you'd kill it.
I completely disagree with her being force sensitive.
I think the people that, don't mind the change are people who probably haven't seen any of the animated stuff.
It's the thing of, like, she's gone through a lot of tragedy, but she has always fought tragedy in battle via fighting. There are times where she stopped herself, but for example, with the fight against her Mandalorian clan, she was straight up filled with revenge. She uses revenge a lot to fight. And I don't want to be that person who's like, that's not the Jedi way. Because again, the whole point is you can be a Jedi, you can be force sensitive and not follow these stupid strict rules. But at the same time, I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know how to feel.
Clearly you're not going to be a Jedi.
I would not. My favorite Jedi is absolutely Luminara.
Okay, that's not what people normally say very often.
With the Clone Wars episode, what was Luminara's Padawan called?
I don't know.
Barris? Where she spoke out against the corruption of the Jedi Council and the Jedi ways. And she was framed or something, but she went to court and they put her away because she spoke about the corruption within the Jedi Council and about how
The Acolyte when that was airing. Did you watch The Acolyte?
I did not. I have not watched it. My Disney Plus ran out.
Oh no. That's one everyone's really divided on. I don't know if you would like it or not. I think you might. I think you'd like parts of it for sure.
Even though I have controversial takes, I love everything Star Wars. I won't be a hater on Star Wars. Apart from one thing. In the sequels, and this isn't hate towards the sequels needs a chance. The sequels just had really bad writing.
Yeah.
But that is a very common take rather than the controversial one. But the whole thing of Finn. Obviously Finn is force sensitive.
Yeah.
But we don't see that in the movie. That never gets expressed, that never gets shown, or there's no development, there's no character development, and that is down to poor writing. And yet the only time you see Finn learning and using the Force and trying to connect with the Force is during a Lego Star Wars episode. Why Lego Star Wars? I don't know. And I love
I mean, the whole thing about Palpatine returning was in a fucking Fortnite event, so this shouldn't surprise anyone.
Oh my god, I forgot I played through that.
Because there's so many people who didn't play that, sat in the theatre wondering, hang on, this makes no sense, what happened? Why is he suddenly back now? What broadcast are they all referring to?
I know a lot of people are aware of this, but a lot of casual Star Wars fans probably don't realize how smart Palpatine is. They understand that he is the enemy. He's probably manipulated this, but from like a everything point of view, he is one of the most smartest manipulators ever.
I mean, we've all heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise, right? There are people who don't realize that Palpatine is the one who did it.
Exactly. And it was the fact of Anakin being just this young kid and Palpatine being like, okay, this is the direction we're taking. From that early on, he took that direction.
One of my absolute favorite things that the sequel trilogy did by mistake, right? So by making Rey Palpatine's granddaughter, sorry, that made Kylo Ren her uncle.
Huh?
Because not many people know this, but Anakin, do you know how Anakin was conceived by the Force, right?
Yes.
From what I'm aware of, it's still canon. But Palpatine used his midichlorians with Shmi Skywalker to make Anakin. So Anakin is biologically Palpatine's son. But it's his midichlorians.
Goodness. That is something I did not know.
No. Apparently the writers of Rise of Skywalker didn't know this either. They had them kissing.
One of my one thing from Star Wars I still can't get over is an actual canon event. But there's one episode or two episodes in season 7 of Clone Wars where Dave Filoni was like, you know what? For 2 episodes, we're just gonna make it about Jar Jar Binks having sex.
That's amazing.
I don't understand why he did that. He made Mace Windu stay outside of the bedroom that Jar Jar Binks and the Queen was in.
Did he not even have a cock chair?
No, he was just stood outside the door and he had to wait patiently for Jar Jar to finish.
That's amazing.
This is a canon event that Dave Filoni did in animation. A very common take. Rebels, my favorite. Rebels is 100% my favorite Star Wars thing. But I don't know if you ever remember the helicopter lightsaber thing.
Yes. Yeah, I know that one.
I still cannot believe that was something that was implemented into Star Wars.
I think they did it again as well in the video games, the Jedi Fallen Order. They redid it, the helicopter blade thing.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's happened more than once.
I don't like that.
I mean, it makes no sense because the blade itself, right? It's not a physical thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it shouldn't be able to generate any lift.
I don't know if this is controversial or common, so I need your opinion on this.
Go on.
The end of Rebels,
where
Ezra time travels and saves Ahsoka from death. Like, do you not think it would be a heroic story that Ahsoka died ending Anakin's life?
I think it would have been a better story, but I think they wanted to leave it open.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, I'm happy Ahsoka is alive and we got the Ahsoka series, and I love Ahsoka. Ahsoka Tano is such an essential part of Anakin's backstory. But if I had known, and I did think that for most of Rebels, that Ahsoka died killing Vader, that would be such a, like, I don't know, there's something really poetic about it. But I don't know how to feel about all of a sudden this time travel, and Ahsoka was safe from death, but what's his name? Kanan couldn't be safe from death?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand.
I think it's always tricky when you introduce time travel into a series that's a long-running series, because it brings into question to the fact that, hey, why did we not use time travel sooner if it was a thing in this universe?
Mm-hmm.
That's why a lot of sci-fi things just choose not to implement it at all.
What was I going to ask you about? Oh, what was I going to ask? Yeah, what's your favorite clone?
My favorite clone?
Mm-hmm. Apart from Rex. Rex doesn't count because everyone loves Rex.
That's the one I was gonna go with. That's not fair.
No, you can't. Everyone loves Rex. You can't go with Rex.
Alright, wasn't there one? I can't remember the name of it, but didn't like Dave Filoni make one that had like an arrow on its head as a reference to Avatar?
Oh my goodness, yes! What was his name?
I don't know, but I'm going with that one because I can't say Rex.
For me, it's either Gregor, who made it through Rebels. Gregor was the one that they found like in the middle of a battle. He got hit in the head a few times, and by the time you meet him in Rebels after Clone Wars, he's like, "Oh my god, Big Bungo!" And I'm like, "Oh my god, I love him so much. He's so cute."
Unfortunately, ACAB includes the clones. All clones are bastards.
I'm trying to think who else clone-wise.
Oh, did you not say you needed to go at 9?
Oh, yeah.
I won't let you go for another tangent.
What is the defected clone who raised Echo and Fives?
I can't remember. I'm not sure I know.
I love that defective clone. I love Fives. I love Echo. Ah! I have to go!
No worries. I'm more than happy to stream with you again anytime if it's just chatting shit like this.
I love this. I love just getting to catch up with you because I'm so bad at
Absolutely.
messaging. So it's so nice to talk to you again. I will catch you another time. I will message you at some point.
Yeah, let me know. We'll sort things out. We can play some Overcooked next time, maybe, or some other game. I'm annoyed Phasmophobia wasn't working. I'll see if I can fix that.
Alright, I'm gonna go now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Alright. He's gone. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end my stream. I know it's been annoying with all these internet issues and stuff. But my friend Tom is currently doing an Ace Attorney stream, so I'm gonna send you his way. I hope you enjoy his stream. I'll see if I can sort out the connection issue stuff for next time. I think it was just the game. For whatever reason, whenever we loaded into a map in Phasmophobia, my internet just like... Or it could just be the game messing with OBS. I'll have to figure that out later. But I'll try and sort it out. I've noticed it happens every now and again. Anyway, he's got a full voice cast, and he's doing an... I think it's Apollo Justice. No, it might be... it's Spirit of Justice he's currently playing through, maybe. One of the Ace Attorney games. I fucking love these games. I'm not sure which one he's currently in the middle of playing through. I hope you enjoy watching him. I'll see you guys whenever I go live next time. It might be with Lucy, it might be with Harpy, it might be with May, who fucking knows. Anyway, enjoy your stream. Sayonara. Sayonara.